Thursday. What is up, Tammy, Wendy, Carol, Invisible Rose, Matthew? How's everyone doing? We'll wait a few more minutes before for people to trickle in. Jennifer Murray, what is up? How's it going? I've got an article for you while we wait for people. I'll wait a few more minutes and then I'll do an article and we'll get into the Conjuring House. Rebecca, how's it going? Nerd Report in the house. Leonore, what is up? Rebecca saying UK checking in. Welcome, Rebecca. So how's everyone doing? While we wait for people to trickle in. Elaine, how's it going? Lisa Boo, Project Metal says, Project Metal, I cannot read, it's the heat, guys, sorry. Project Metal Music says, A up, Project Metal Music. Today was allegedly one of the hottest days of the week here in SoCal, so do not mind me, I am melting. I've got my 2 fans blasting. We'll see if I will survive. I will. Matthew goes, Maximum Overdrive. I have to see that movie, Matthew. I do not remember it. Maximum Overdrive, first released on this day in 1986. Rebecca goes, it's 3 a.m. and you're my cure for sleepiness, and hydrate and stay safe. Oh, wow. Thank you, Rebecca. Jennifer Murray goes, my kids complained it was hot here yesterday at 77. I would take the 77, Jennifer Murray, any day. Luckily, this weekend, it's going to be in the upper 80s. So, and it's been in the mid 90s all week, except for today. Well, yeah, I guess technically today was mid 90s too. Matthew goes, King admits he was tasting powdered sugar when he did this film. Okay, I'm going to have to check. I do not remember that film. I do not. And I know, Matthew, I know you mentioned it a few times, but I do not remember it. Maybe I did not see it. That might be why. I'll have to check it out because I do not recall that film. All right, guys, while we wait for people to come in, I have an article I'd like to share with you. D Nice sent me this article. If you guys have this cool if you guys have a cool article, video, or anything you'd like to share, please email me at graysonreport13@gmail.com, and I may share it on my next stream. It is on, I'll leave it up on the banner for a minute. It's graysonreport13@gmail.com. If you do have a cool picture, whatever it may be, just let me know if you don't want me to post it or say something about it. But if you do send me something, I will mention it on one of my future streams. Again, that email is graysonreport13@gmail.com. This one, D Nice had sent me. Joanne, what is up? D Nice had sent me, but I do not see her in the chat. She had sent me this article. It's kind of interesting. It's from The Sun. Julissa, how's it going? If you guys are coming in right now, I am waiting for people to trickle in, so I'm going to share this article real quick, and we'll get into the nitty-gritty, because believe it or not, the Conjuring House and the owner has striked again. This time it involves Jason Hawes, and we will get into that from Ghost Hunters. Bernadette, what is up? So this is from the Suns. This is I guess this is reoccurring part. Ghost of Jaws child star Judith Barcy is haunting LA home 32 years after she was brutally murdered by a drunken dad. This is a kind of a sad story. I've never heard of it. The ghost of child star Judith Barcy is reportedly haunting her LA home 32 years after she was brutally murdered by her drunken dad. The specter of the slain Jaws starlet is said to walk the halls of the house in Canoga Park, California after her untimely death in 1988. She did pass away in the house, unfortunately, by the hands of her father. So here's a picture of Judith. She was a child actress. She did the voice on All Dogs Go to Heaven. I believe she was in Jaws Revenge, if I'm not mistaken. And then she was also in something else, which I'm pretty sure this article is going to delve into that I can't remember off the top of my head. The Bernal family got more than they bargained for when they moved into the house where child star Judith Barcy once lived. Judith 10 was brutally murdered by her father, Joseph Barcy, in the very same house in 1988. I am not going to show you that picture. It's kind of gruesome. The Bernal family moved in 19 years ago and soon began to feel a dark presence around them. They later discovered that Judith Barcy 10, which this is a sad story, had been brutally murdered by her father, Joseph Barcy, 55, 13 years earlier in 1988. That year, little Judith, who appeared in several films, including Jaws, The Revenge, and 50 commercials, was pew-pewed in the head when her dad flew into an alcohol-induced rage. Reports said the Hungarian plumber then pew-pewed his wife, Maria Verovasis, 48, and set their remains and the house on fire before pew-pewing himself in the head with a .32 caliber pew-pew. At the time, the LA Times reported that the gasoline had been poured on their, because he was trying to cover it up. The child's body was found in her bed and the woman in the hallway. Police Lieutenant Warren Knowles said the article noted both had been pew-pewed in the head, which is very sad. They did not deserve that. Years later, the Bernals moved in and started experiencing some strange things in their home. During the 4th episode of Murder House Flip, the Bernal family detailed how the garage door would open and close by itself, while cold spots could be felt throughout the home. Gabby Bernal slept in the same bedroom where Judith was murdered and suffered horrific nightmares. The Paranormal Fright Fest promoted the family to give their haunted home a new look with the help of Murder House interior. I didn't even know they had such a show. Interior designers Joelle Uzel and Michael Welch. These designers, psychic mediums, and homicide detectives help owners get over the horrific thing that happened in their home. So I guess these are just pictures of them remodeling the home. This time they got to work out seeing the negative vibes from the hallway where Maria Verovask was murdered, the backyard, and Gabby's bedroom, and in 3 days it was a house transformed. The dark hallways were repainted and recessed lighting was installed to brighten up their surroundings. Meanwhile, Gabby's room was gutted and refitted with French doors to new paint job and carpet, while an amethyst crystal was added. The backyard was also overhauled with a new pergola to allow more light in Gabby's room, as well as the outdoor dining area of the gorgeous garden. So this is kind of what the changes they did to the house. I don't know what the house looked like before, but that looks nice. Gabby found that she felt bad energy here and now it's dissipated. I felt like whenever I hear about stories of people remodeling, it usually starts off with that's when their paranormal activity starts. So I feel like but according to this article, it said it dissipated when they did all that. While her dad agreed that the negative energy that we felt in the house is gone already. No more sadness, no more crying. This is one of the greatest things that has happened in my life, he added. Previously, the show transformed the Dorothea Puente house, where 7 bodies were buried in the yard. Woo. They also breathed new life into the house where William Bradford pew-pewed his wife in the living room, as well as a abode where Frederick Hengel dismembered and cooked his what? I have never heard of this show that this house was on. Not only did Michael and I make the homes beautiful, but we also gave the ownership of it. Uzel told the New York Post it now belongs to them versus the history that it holds. It's a new space, and we're really proud of it. So did they? It doesn't say in this article, but since it all dissipated and there's peace in the house, did they perform like a cleansing ritual? I've never heard of this show that I mean, this is a pretty old article. It's from 2021, but apparently there was this show where they would go into murder houses and revamp it. Have any of you guys heard of that show? I mean, trust me, I would have been the first one watching it if I heard of it. It's kind of crazy. Matthew goes, she was in the Land Before Time animated film. Delea, what is up? Tyrana, how's it going? Mod Squad, what is up? The Mod Squad saying, didn't she voice Ducky from the Land Before Time? And Matthew goes, she was Ducky that said, yep, yep, yep. Jennifer Marie goes, I just bought a house and I'm not wasting any time busting out the sage and some holy water. Again, Jennifer Marie, congrats on the house. There was also a clip, I won't play it, that D Nice shared, where she was in All Dogs Go to Heaven, and she had finished all her lines prior to this event that happened. Doof Paranormal, how's it going? And I guess after what occurred, Burt Reynolds had to finish his lines, so that one scene where they're saying goodbye was particularly rough on him. And it kind of brought tears to my eyes when I was watching it. Mod Squad never goes, that is my jam, and I've never heard of this. I've never heard of it either. That's what I was saying. If I would have been watching it. It's kind of cool. Jennifer Marie goes, thank you. The state doesn't require you to disclose if someone died in the home during purchasing, so you can never be safe. Some states, I think there are some, Jennifer Marie, I believe there are a few states that do require it. Not all. I think there's some. The Mod Squad Network goes, yeah, his cry was real. It is a super sad story because she would have been about the same age as me. So it's kind of hit home for me to realize that someone, there's a backstory of it, I think, because she was basically the child was the breadwinner, obviously, because she's the actress. And probably, I don't know what, and then the mom, I think, was going to leave him or something like that. And that's what caused him to, but I think he was also abusive toward them. What another article that she had shared with me had also said too. And that's how that ensued. But it's sad. It really is. It's a sad story. She had so much talent, and to take it away, especially by the hands of your own father, that's just very sad. Doof Paranormal, I am glad you are on the mend from your surgeries. I hope that you do not have any more in the future, but I'm glad you are in the mend or on the mend. Cannot talk today, guys. I apologize. I cannot talk. Wendy goes, I like white sage and smudging. I kind of like the spirits, so I tend to not do that. I mean, if they're not bothering me, I'm not going to bother them. I mean, I get it if they do bother you, but I tend to not do smudging. I mean, I know it's kind of bad not to for certain things, but I kind of like the spirits. They don't bug me, at least the ones I've been around. So, to get into the main topic here, the Conjuring House is back. And I don't know, it's not, well, I guess I could say in the paranormal universe it is. It's back in the news. Basically, if you were following me with my last stream, I'll do a little recap. It basically started off this whole thing really started off when the owner, Jacqueline Nunez, goes on the Conjuring House Facebook page, which is now, she had removed it and put a video on there, but she left the comments, if that makes any sense. Where she went on an F-bomb tirade, where she put this big old post saying F this, I don't care about you, F that. Then Brian, at the time I did not know of my previous stream, Brian, he posted a video. Jason had mentioned it in yesterday's video that he was the general manager. That Brian had said that Jacqueline had begged him to go full time. He had another job, so he was doing the Conjuring House as a side job. Which is nothing wrong with that. So she begged him to go full time. He finally did. Gave her all the information and all that. But she never onboarded him. Never paid him, according to Brian. Never paid him. She owes him $9,000 in pay. So he goes on his Facebook page a couple of days ago, and he says, basically, Jacqueline, the owner of the Conjuring House, had said that one of the previous owners, who passed away in 1839, he was the second owner of the house, had said that he was stealing money from the gift shop, which can be proven because the gift shop is fully secured. It has cameras and audio. And that him and the previous people that had left were psychically attacking her. He had mentioned about the back pay. She had said, leave, you're trespassing. So that's what he did. He left. She also said to him, this is according to Brian, said to him that if you say anything about this, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Well, this poor man has not been getting paid for the last couple months. So he has no way of paying his bills. So basically what he did, Shelly, what is up? So he went online. He went on his Facebook page. If you guys want to check out his Facebook page, I'll post it. His name is Brian Danseru. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but I'll show his Facebook page. This is his Facebook page if you guys want to go back and check out what he said, because I'm just giving a recap. So he goes on here, and he set up a GoFundMe because he needs to pay his bills. I don't blame the man. And he also needs help getting a lawyer since Jacqueline saying that she's going to come, sue him, etc., etc., etc. Doof, thank you for your super chat. I reached out to the people directly connected to the Conjuring drama, asking if anyone has asked police to do a welfare check on the owner. She is not mentally well, which is looking dangerous, not just to her, but others. I agree with you. She does not look well. She doesn't. Thank you, Doof, for your super chat. Hearts for Doof, guys. She does not, I mean, I get it if you're psychic. I understand. There's people that have that special gift that you can communicate with the dead. I understand that, but I don't think this is the case. And I would never fire an employee, even if I had that gift. If a previous owner who passed away in 1839 had told me that my employee, my general manager, was stealing from the gift shop, money from the gift shop. So this poor man, Brian, who is pictured here to my right, decided to go on and voice his, what else is he going to do? The guy has no money. He lost his job that he had a full-time job with medical benefits. He needs the medical benefits because I think he mentioned he's on cardiac medication, if I'm not mistaken. So and he was promised all those things and he didn't get it. So he wants to voice his opinion because he feels like he has nothing else he could do, and he wants to tell everyone about what's going on. So Jason also put out a video sharing his video, which is how I found out from Matthew, but that's how I found out who this man was. So then Jason Hawes, he goes on yesterday. I know I'm kind of a little late to the game. He goes on and he supports him. He left a comment on his Facebook page and everything, which I don't blame him. I support the man too. I feel like it's BS. So and it sucks for what happened to this guy. I mean, it's obviously he's dedicated to the Conjuring House because look at his Facebook page. He's got a picture of it. And I think that was the reason why he took the job, because he's dedicated to the house. That's kind of the like, in my opinion, like someone who's that devoted to the place and to the business is probably one of the best employees you'll have. But the business is only as good as the person above you. And I've always said this. I've said this at even in my own employment. A store, a business, whatever it may be, is only as good as the person above you, the person running you, because everyone follows the person above you, right? So I heard that too, Bernadette. I don't know about today, but I know that Jason had mentioned that someone quit. So Bernadette said someone quit, I think today, so she's down 1 now. So Jason comes on yesterday and he was trying to put it all behind him, like we all are. Oh, wait a minute, wrong link. Give me a second, guys. I clicked on the wrong link. I hate when that happens. So Jason goes on and he wakes up to text messages from Jacqueline. So the last time he had heard from Jacqueline was in March, because he was using for context and he was showing the tone of the text message. So the last time, let me see if I could get I'm not going to play the whole video because I'll play excerpts of it. But the last time she had texted him was like around May, according to Jason here. And if you do want to see this video in its entirety, it is on Jason Hawes's I was going to say Facebook, YouTube channel. So here is one of the texts that Jacqueline sent him. I guess she was asking for a plumber. And this was way back, I believe he said March, if I'm not mistaken, March or May. It starts off, he's using it for context. He goes, "Hey there, how's everyone?" I guess she was asking about a plumber because Jason, if you're not familiar with Jason, he still does plumbing, believe it or not. So she was asking for advice of a plumber, and I believe Jason lives in the same or close to the same area as she does, like in the New York area, if I'm not mistaken. So the last text that he had received from her was, asking about a plumber. So he gave her the number of one of his good buddies that had recently passed. And she was like, "Thank you. I'm sorry for your loss. I called the number. I appreciate hello to your family for me. Hopefully I'll see you sometime soon. Sometime soon." So she's cordial in this text message. Nothing wrong with it. I'll make it a little bigger so you can see it. Panda Bear, what is up? Panda Bear goes, "Yeah, it's in March." So then he continues going on. He wakes up, I think yesterday morning or so, And he receives this text. Before I get into this text, I will show you this video as well. But before I get into this text, this video is posted on the Conjuring House Facebook page. So she posted this mentioning Jason Hawes, and I will show that right now so you can kind of get some context, and I'll play the video and then I'll come back to Jason here. So she basically, bear with me guys, and I'll get back to Jason. So here is the Conjuring House Facebook page. And it's still up. I screenshotted it just in case, because I wanted to talk about it in case she took it down. Antone, how's it going? Panda Bear Goes even said he didn't want to make this video, but he had to. Yeah. I don't blame him. I would have done it too. So she posted this on the Conjuring House Facebook page. Click off of this. Posted it yesterday about 2:27 p.m. She says, I wonder if I can just click on this post. Oh, maybe not. It goes, "This is incredible. Watch what happens. The guy who pulled up in the truck at 2:30 a.m. looks like Jason Hawes. We really are divinely protected, and so are all of our well-intentioned visitors. This is the third time I've posted these videos. Some hijacker of our TCH account has deleted most of my posts, and I will find out who they are. How can evidence of paranormal activity be so threatening that they need to do anything to prevent people from seeing it?" So Jason, I'm sorry if I'm bouncing back from, because I'm trying to explain the story. Jason gets this text, which is on my screen, with the video, which I will show after I finish explaining. "I'm told you knew of the attempt on me. I will never be defeated or destroyed by any effing paranormal person now or at any time in the future, so effing be it." So this is Jacqueline. And she is personally texting Jason. And that's what she said. She goes, I told you knew of an A attempt. And he's like, what? He's even like, what the hell? "An A attempt on me. I will never be defeated or destroyed by any effing paranormal person now or at any time in the future, so effing be it." And he's like, what the heck? And you see the look on his face. He's like, what the heck? He's trying to be like whatever about it, but like Panda Bear said, he had to freaking say something, because this is just ridiculous. So she goes on. And again, this is a text that Jason received from her. "Just wait. I know there are going to be arrests, so just wait. Brittany, Aaron, and Tiffany will be dealt with separately. I do not know who these people are." He did not explain who these people are. Hug Dealer, what is up? "I know that was you, Jason Effin Hawes, in the truck. If you zoom in, you can see your face. I'm told that Jake Murray and Joe Renone will be turning over all of their evidence of your psychic torture and other means of depraved cruelty. We have much physical evidence because some of you were stupid enough to use Facebook Messenger. There are also emails and text messages." He goes on after this. He says, I don't think I've ever used Facebook Messenger. I might have done email, but I'm not sure. He also said in this video prior to this that he's worried about the safety of the people working there. I don't blame him. I feel the same way. He also mentioned that someone quit. And there was people who paid money to. So this is the kicker. There's people that showed up for an event. because there's always ongoing events there. So they showed up about, I believe, he had said something about 4 a.m. They showed up to the event, no one there. I guess she pulls up, lets them in. They are the people in that pickup truck, by the way. She lets that pickup truck in, who she's claiming is Jason Hawes. She already knows who's in that truck, but she's claiming it's him. She's the one that opened the gate to let them in. They're like, hey, we're here for an event. She goes, hold on, let me go find someone. Obviously, there's no one there because the guy that was supposed to be there quit. I'm not sure about the one that Bernadette had mentioned that someone had quit today. I'm not sure, but I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to work for this company. I wouldn't want to work for her. She's literally not all there. So she lets them in, says, hey, let me go get someone. Obviously, no one's working there. She never came back out. They were pounding on the door, trying to get, to get answers. She never came back out. So the truck proceeds to leave, which is what the video I will show you in a minute. So she knows who was in this truck because she let the truck in, and even Jason himself in the video had said so as well. She knows who's in the truck. I don't know where she all of a sudden wants to blame Jason for him being in the truck when she let the people into the property that's in the truck. So he also goes on toward the end that I guess people are blaming it on the house, like she has a demonic possession. I never thought that. I mean, I guess there's videos out there that are of people thinking that it's the house causing her to act strangely, because sometimes you can get affected if you're in a haunted location, which I don't believe the Conjuring House is haunted. I believe it's overhyped. So he does make a comment about that and says, stop it. He's been on a bunch of investigations. I don't know how many he had said in the video, where they would investigate, possessions. And he said a lot of them weren't like a possession incident, was something else. So he was like, stop with the BS, stop with the BS, stop with it's not a demonic possession. This person really needs help. And I never thought that. I don't know who out there thought it. I didn't see any videos. I don't know if someone out there did see it. Obviously someone did, because he's mentioning it. But I never thought that was the issue with her. I just thought that she needed help. Like, she's definitely, something's gotten to her, maybe stress or something, and it's causing this. I don't know. My opinion, I'm not sure what's exactly going on with her. But the Mod Squad Network goes, she doesn't seem to be all there. Hug Dealer goes, I participated in a photo shoot for a metal band on the property, and in the basement, the neighbors are good friends of mine. I have a few stories of my own accounts from my 2 visits. Hug is, I've been all around the Conjuring House and much of the rest of the property, including the barn and cemetery, sometimes alone. And at night, I'm friends with the previous caretaker, Papa John. How were the Hugs? How were the previous? Did you know the previous owners? Because I've heard, I've never really had an hankering to go to the Conjuring House, so I never looked into it prior to this. So do you know anything about the previous owners? I heard that they were way better. Panda Bear goes, and she went in. Yes, she did. She went in and locked the door, and she never came out. And I will show you the video in a minute. Bernadette goes, she's her own worst enemy. Her business will last the way she's acting. He also continues, which I agree, stop, do not, put money into this business because you're supporting her. And I agree. No one's going to want to work there after this. I don't want, I wouldn't. He had even mentioned the person that left, that had quit, was fearing for their own life, which I don't blame them. I would too. I mean, come on, you've got your boss. You're hearing that your boss just let go of someone because a ghost had told her that he was stealing from the gift shop, when obviously it can be disproved because it's fully secured, like audio and camera. I'm pretty sure the whole building's fully secured. I would fear for my life too, because that's just like, what the heck is going on here? And then the way she's talking and acting, I don't know if it's stress, because I know stress can affect people in weird ways, but he also was very adamant about not supporting the Conjuring House. Like, do not put money into it, which I wasn't planning on ever anyways, because to me it was too hyped. Maybe if I was in the area, I might be, but I wouldn't go out of my way. Bernadette goes, this crazy lady has money, but she's saying all this just so she does not pay out who she owes. Possibility, because I did in my previous stream, I did talk about her background. She's well off. I mean, obviously, she bought the house, the Conjuring House. She is well off, and she also has other thing that she's into in Boston. Matthew goes, I saw the owners before in another channel's videos. They go to spooky places, filming TV locations. Sky, what is up? Hug goes, yes, I made a comment above. Previous owners, Jen and Corey, are super sweet and cool. The next door neighbors are friends of mine. The wife grew up there. Oh, wow. Cool. Thank you, Hugs, for solidifying that. It's what I heard. I heard that the previous owners were cool. Not like what the current owner is. I've always felt like she's been greedy, but I understand if most people would do that if they had a property like that anyways, but I feel like she takes it too far. Hugs goes, my friend that lived next door experiences all kinds of things. The wife grew up there and worked at the daycare that used to be in the Conjuring House. Oh, wow. The land, after reading the history of the land, I do believe that the land could be haunted because it has a lot of history in the land. But the stuff that has been said that happens in the house, I'm kind of skeptic about. Panda Bear goes, even called on the cop on some people and even thought, even though they paid for a tour. Hugs go, my friends that live next door have a guitar workshop, the Boylan Guitars. They made guitars with wood from the Conjuring House property. That sounds cool. That actually sounds cool. So, basically, I'll show you the video. I did read the Facebook post. So he basically at the end he urged like stop with the BS with Jason did. He said stop with the BS with the demonic possession, which I never thought it was. And then he also says stop supporting this business because she needs help and it's got to stop, which I agree. I think I feel for Jason, like he's like, what the hell? Like I wasn't even there. I'm pretty sure why would he waste his time being there too? But she posts the video on the Conjuring House Facebook page, and I will play that. So the white vehicle in the frame, and it's Jacqueline holding the camera. She's basically taking a recording of the security camera footage from the Conjuring House. So her vehicle is the white car, and the truck that she allegedly has said is Jason Hawes and is driving away because obviously no one came back to help him. And she also says in this video, I was talking to them.
I was talking to them.
So by that statement, she knows who was in the truck. She's like, I was talking to them. Jennifer Marie goes, your mic sounds like it's underwater. Maybe because I have my fans on. I don't know. And then this video is about the same. It's just her showing the video with the truck at 4:07 a.m. in the morning. So these poor people paid for a tour and they never got what they paid for. But again, if you see what this is, it is on the Conjuring House Facebook page, and you can also, if you want to see Jason's video in its entirety, it's on his YouTube page. But I feel for Jason Hawes. My mic keeps muffling in and out. Give me a second, guys. One second, guys. The problem is I got too many. I'm going to disconnect it. Give me a second. All right, how is it now? Is it still the same? Is it still the same? Please comment, or is it better? It might have been because maybe I'm hitting the cable and it was going in and out. I apologize for that, guys. Technology. Hugs goes, I experienced stuff at the cemetery and by the huge stones out back where the spirit box led them to 7 bodies. Radar showed 7 spots underground, but Jen and Corey didn't want to report it. It'd be dug up. Yeah, true. That's true. Jennifer Marie goes, are we thinking mental illness or possession? I'm thinking mental illness. Even Jason is saying the same thing. Like, don't, like, this is someone that really needs help, and I agree with him. It's just the fact of the posting on the Facebook page. In fact, she's even putting that someone hijacked the Facebook page in that post where she posted the videos. Giggles, what is up? Bernadette goes, it's the possession of Jacqueline. Hugs goes, both times I experienced my energy being zapped. Our photography equipment and brand new fully charged drone had dead batteries upon arrival. The flash didn't work on 2 cameras by the well in the cellar. It might have been, guys, with my mic because I think I was touching the cable. My bad. So, guys, what do you think? I think it's a possibility. This is just my opinion, guys, but I think she could be stressed out, and this is what's causing her to lash out the way she is, and not have the right mind. But to go after Jason Hawes just out of nowhere, it just makes no sense. Like, what beef does she have with him? Like, it's not like he has any ties with the property. You know what I mean? So it makes no sense. Emily, what is up? So, Do not support this property. I plan on not with the current owner. um, Usually I'm all about small businesses and such, but when an owner is like that, no. Hud goes, is it okay if I mention the name of a previous caretaker? He has a YouTube channel. He makes spirit boxes, even shows how to make them. Yeah, go for it, Hug. I don't mind. Julissa goes, my guess is she's mentally ill. I just know that I want to get the word out there because I feel for these employees, or ex-employees, I should say. And I want to tell anyone that's thinking of working or for that, for her, to stay away. Even Jason was like, I'm fearing for these people's lives. I don't know like what she's capable of. And I kind of agree with him as well, because of the way she's acting. I don't, it's like, it's crazy. Hug also says, it's so sad that this owner sucks. I gotta ask my friends that live next door what they think and how it's been over there. Carol goes, she's having a mental break being psychotic episode. Yes. I think it's just something's getting to her and she's finding ways to cope with it, and it's not coming out the right way. But still, like, especially if you're running a business, why are you airing your dirty laundry? You know what I mean? It's her that posted on the Facebook page about the Jason Hawes thing. Bernadette goes, the threat she said about the property, something like she'll never sell it, and I just hope she does not burn it down. Oh, yes. I hope she doesn't either. It's a historical place. It's been around for a while. Elaine goes, she may be overwhelmed with it all. I agree. I think that's what it is, and it's just taking a toll on her. But she's going about it a different way. She's like, she's being vocal when she shouldn't be vocal. Wendy goes, coping sometimes comes out sideways. Yes. Hug goes, I also don't like the New Orleans, or the new owners of Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast Museum, which is in my hood. No way. What's going on with them, Hug? Emily goes, I saw Jason's video. She definitely has issues, and Jason isn't one to mess with. I do agree. I feel like Jason he's just going on with life and trying to put it behind him, and then boom, this happens, and he's like, what the F is going on? Like, I did what? I'm being accused of what? So I feel for him. And I'm kind of glad that the people that did choose to leave, Cody and Satori, and others decided to leave when they did. Good for them. I wouldn't want to deal with that. No one should deal with that. Hug goes, I've been to Bathsheba's grave too, and the property she lived on, part of the foundation, is still there. Super cool. And I feel for Brian, who spoke out as well. And I hope Brian gets the justice he deserves. And I hope he gets his back pay, because he deserves that. He worked for it. It's not like here's the money and he didn't do anything. He was working. Hug dealer goes, Cody and Satori have been debunked, and I was so disappointed to hear that today. Actually, Corey pops his ankle. I know a bunch of people. I have not heard a confirmation about that, Hug, so I can't but I've heard people say that's what they do. I have not heard a confirmation that they actually admitted to it. So if I do, I'll come back with that, but I have not heard any confirmation of that. I do know a lot of the ghost shows do add, sounds and they edit things in, which I get. I understand. I mean, people, unless you're unless you're dead fan, like you're a crazy fan that you'll watch anything they do, they're not going to get viewers. They're not going to get any new viewers. So I get why they do that. I understand. I get it, because it's based on views, it's based on ratings, etc., etc. So I understand why they do that, because ghosts do not work on cue. I've never personally been ghost hunting myself. I will one day. But by what others say, it's pretty boring. Not things happen. Doof Paranormal actually came on here and said it's pretty boring. Not things don't happen all the time. And she's been to Virginia City several times and she's never really experienced anything. So, not to say that the property isn't haunted, or the places that they go to aren't haunted. I just feel like they do add a little extra to it because it is entertainment. So I do understand that. And I understand if Satori and Cody did the same thing as well. They did appear on Ghost Hunters. So if that is the case, but I've not heard anything that they had mentioned that they actually came forward. So I cannot quote that. Jennifer Marie goes, Katori will never admit it. I do not believe, I don't believe in their method. I never did. So I'm not on their side. I'm just glad. I'm just feeling grateful that they're out of that situation, regardless of what they did or not. Because I don't know them personally, and I'm not gonna, they're people. They're people. So I get that people will do things sometimes I understand that. And I did say that, Hugs. I did when I went over, when I talked about Cody and Satori, I did say that that's messing with people's emotions. And I don't agree with that. And I've never believed in their method to begin with. But like Bernadette said, none of the staff deserve to be treated like that. Exactly. So they're people. So regardless of the situation that they're in, they don't deserve to be treated like that. I don't know if she was when this all like officially started, before we actually started finding out, but there might have been some things that we don't even know about that happened. Heather, whatever, what is up? But I do feel for them as people. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad they're out of that situation, regardless of what they're doing. And I know none of the shows are gonna admit that they're doing what they're doing. So oh, there's something I forgot to share too, on the Conjuring Facebook page. The guy allegedly who owned the truck commented on the post as well, and I forgot to share that. Give me a second, because I was reading the comments and I was like, what the heck? Did she delete all the comments? Okay, so hold on. It's basically people, they're commenting about, please get help. We're not trying to offend you. The scariest thing about this house is the owner. Wow, I wish the couple who used to own the house still owned it. This is completely nuts. Someone goes, I'm sorry, you cannot accuse someone of being in a truck when the person in the truck cannot be clearly seen. True, because sometimes on cameras you can't see the person clearly. Donnie Holbrooks, he's saying that he's the man in the truck in this video. I was leaving after doing an overnight investigation that you left us in for. I was just there to see the house. I assure you I had no malicious intent. I wish you the best and I hope you get the help that you need. So the guy that was in the truck actually commented as well. Emily goes, they need to band together and file lawsuits. Hugs goes, Lisa, I adore you. Super cool with a huge heart. Very smart and always makes me laugh. Plus, you're a vegetarian like me. Well, thank you, Hugs. I appreciate that. So, thank you. Hearts for Hugs, guys. I appreciate that, Hugs. Thank you. I agree. I think they all need to get together and get their, their tickets all straightened out and band together to, help one another against this woman and try to help her, help her seek help or see what the bottom line is. Antoine goes, does anyone think that Jacqueline would be stupid enough to burn the Conjuring House down to avoid any lawsuits and whatnot? It's funny because Bernadette had mentioned earlier in the chat that she hopes she doesn't do that, but I don't know. I never thought of that until you guys mentioned it, but the way she's acting, who knows? That would be sad if that happened though. That would be sad. To me, regardless, it is a historic site. So that would be sad. Guys, I want to give a quick shout out to Heather Salvatore. She sent me a PayPal earlier. Says to keep smiling. That made my day, Heather. So hearts for Heather Salvatore, guys. Thank you, Heather. I really appreciate it. It did bring a smile to my face. You are awesome. Bernadette, I don't think it is. Is the house legally historical? I don't think so. What I read but I've read from the Conjuring House website, it did not mention that. But it it's been through a lot. It should be, I think. I think it should be. It's been, I mean, it's not necessarily how would you say? It's been through historical moments, but it's not tied to historical things, if that makes any sense. It's not like the birthplace of Abraham Lincoln or something like that, is what I'm trying to say. Jennifer Murray goes, if she does burn it down, that insurance check better pay out those wages one way or another. Those people got to get their money. I agree. I just want justice for the people that were outed their hard-earned pay, to just be able to pay their bills. Everyone has a right to that, especially if you worked the hours, if you put in the hours. I get it if the guy didn't, but he did. So that's another story. So I'm hoping that he does get his money back. I'm hoping that she sees what she's doing and seeks the help that she needs and figure out the course of action that she needs to do for herself, even if she needs to step away, and for people to stop supporting the business. I don't want to support it, and I'm hoping that I'm pretty sure I don't want anyone else to support it. So that's why please do not support that business, because you are supporting her. Emily goes, yeah, I know. The barn burned and she blamed it on Cody Satori and the guy she hired. Huh, I did not hear that. I'm not sure about that one. But I don't put it past her. I did not hear that, so I can't really comment on that. But thank you, Hugs. I don't know. Emily had mentioned that, but I don't know if the barn burned, so that's why I can't comment on that. I didn't read anything about that, so I'm not sure. Leonore goes, if the woman burns the house, she will blame the ghost. Hug is going to ask the neighbors. Emily goes, Jason did a video on it. Okay, I didn't see it, so I'm not sure about that one, but I will check it out. So I can't quote on it, Emily. Heather, whatever. Thank you for your super chat. And she says, hi, hearts for Heather, whatever, guys. Thank you, Heather, whatever. I appreciate that. Stay tuned goes, their justice is called the labor board. True. Hopefully he has enough of receipts to prove that and take it to the labor board. And welcome, stay tuned. I'll have to find that video where he talks about it. And I'll come back with you guys on that one. But I did not hear about that. I know Jason's been posting a lot of like haunted and paranormal investigations because he's looking for they're no longer Ghost Hunters is no longer affiliated with Discovery. So they are looking for a new home. I did hear him mention that. Because I was wondering why he was posting on YouTube. I was like, wait a minute, isn't he on? But he's no longer contract with them. Stay tuned goes, the barn fire was accidental combustion, but no one answered about the insurance payment. I have to look that one up because I did not hear about that one. Oh, it does. It says there's a video, December 4th, 2023. Is there an article? Yes, there is an article. There is an article, guys. I did not hear about that, but there is an article about the barn fire. It occurred. This article is from December 4th, 2023. Conjuring House barn in Rhode Island catches fire. Spirits said to be okay. Burnville, Rhode Island. A fire broke out at the barn on the Conjuring House property in Rhode Island late Sunday night. Firefighters from multiple towns responded. Oh my God, these darn ads. Firefighters from multiple towns responded just before midnight to put out the flame in Burrowville. It's not yet known what caused the fire. The supposedly haunted farmhouse inspired the movie The Conjuring that brought in $319 million at the worldwide box office. In the film, two ghost hunters investigate the Rhode Island house of the Perron family in the 70s. These days, the home hosts guests overnight and is said to offer chances of paranormal experiences. The owner say the barn is still standing thanks to firefighters' quick work and nobody was hurt, including the spirits on the property. The house itself is fine and the spirits within it are okay, as well as the Conjuring House posted to Facebook. We are appreciative of all of the love and support being sent our way. The house sits on 9 acres of land and sold for more than $1.52 million in 2022, above the $1.2 million asking price. When the first Conjuring movie debuted in 2013, the homeowners said they were inundated by fans trespassing on the property and violating their privacy. The internet was bombarded by people who were actually going around the property filming. We had harassing phone calls in the middle of the night. Previous owner Norma Sutcliffe told CBS News they've had discussions of people destroying the house because it's so full of evil. Lisa Boo goes, the spirits weren't hurt. Kyle, what is up? Stay tuned goes, what does not add up with me? Minimum wage does not equal $9,000 of 5 weeks of pay. I am not sure what he was getting paid. He did not mention, as far as I know, what he got paid, so I can't really quote on that. I do. Hugs the saying I should visit sometime. I should. One of these years. I should make it out to that area. Stay tuned said he said minimum wage. Okay, I didn't catch that, so I'm not sure. When I was watching the video, I didn't hear him say that, but I could have missed it. I did not catch that, so I'm not sure. Jennifer Marie goes, if they make guests sign a waiver saying that they won't sue if they experience demonic possession, they sure as S should pay higher than minimum wage for their workers. Emily goes, apparently she told Corey and Satori that she would pay them back for the items they had stored in the barn, but she now refuses to pay, saying the insurance didn't cover the contents. Stay tuned goes, last I knew, people were told it was a volunteer basis to work 4 years ago. That's kind of how when Brian came out, it kind of, because he had a legitimate, like a a full-time job with benefits and all that. That's kind of how I felt when he was kind of explaining it, but like it was a volunteer thing, but I'm not sure. Let me see something. Hug goes, Lisa, if you visit, we are hanging out. I've been subscribed since you started. Plus, remember you on Nerd Report prior. Yeah, if one of these years I make it over there, I will let you know for sure. I've never really been in that area ever in my life, so it'd be kind of cool to go one day. Antoine goes, is Jacqueline the original owner of the Conjuring House, or is there someone previous who owned the house before her? She is not the original owner. She purchased the house in 2022, if I'm not mistaken. The previous owners, I heard, and Hug also said they were way nicer. So no, she is not the original owner of the house. She bought it. He could stay tuned also because he has to hire a lawyer It could be for lawyer costs too. Stay tuned. I goes, I'm in the debunk community heavily, and Jason has no business bringing up drama. He's not really bringing up drama. He's just saying that this is what happened to him. I would do the same thing if someone was accusing me of something. I don't know, because I didn't look at his GoFundMe because I'm not paying for his GoFundMe. So I did not look at his GoFundMe. I'm not supporting his GoFundMe. I'm just going by what I read. I'm not one of the ones that put money into his GoFundMe, so don't attack the messenger. Stay tuned. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just telling the story. I'm not debunking anything. I'm just telling the story. I'm just letting people know what's going on. I'm not I'm telling the story by what I find out. I'm not trying to that's what I heard. I follow Jason and that's what I heard. So if you have something else to say, go on your channel and say it. Don't come on mine and say it. Because I am just freaking telling the story. That's all I'm doing. And how crazy it sounds. Hug met with Stormy Daniels. I know, stay tuned. There probably is, but I'm just telling the story that I've read. If there's more, I'll come on and say more, but this is what I got right now. There probably is more, but this is just, I'm just giving like a cliff notes of the issue. Antone does anyone remember Demon House by Zach Bagans? Yes, I'm a huge fan of the Demon House. The part of the basement he has in his haunted museum. Stay tuned, guys. Trying to help you. Sorry, no problem. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, this is what I know so far. If I find out more, I'll let you guys know. But this is what I know so far. Emily Perkett goes, makes me sad that she has given a black eye to the property in legend. She's using it as a money grabbing plot. Stay tuned, goes. I would suggest watch Joe Vital or Devil's Hour. If I haven't, I will check those out when I get a chance. Wendy, they are scary. Basement and attics. I was like, wait a minute, what is scary? Basement and attics. They are. That's why at night I close my closet door, because that's where the entrance to I have one of those houses where the attic is in my closet, like the attic opening. Lisa Boo goes, I wouldn't go there after this. I have no intentions of going there. I mean, I live on the West Coast, so obviously probably not anytime soon, even if I were to, but I don't plan to after this. Carol goes, she's definitely money hungry. Antone, he allegedly destroyed the house because he didn't want anyone to get affected by the house, because in the documentary, if you guys are not familiar with Demon House, he has allegedly, I'm saying allegedly, has double vision because of what happened there. Also, someone else had gotten sick while they were in that house, so that was the reason why he destroyed it, if I'm not mistaken. Carol goes, why would that guy quit his job with benefits if she didn't offer him something more than he was making? I'm just going off of what I heard from the video, so I'm not sure what I can't quote on anything else after that because I don't want to give you guys misinformation. Brian basically said that he was out. Even Jason has claimed that he was out 9,000. So I'm not sure. I didn't do the math. I'm not a debunking channel. I don't. I'm a horror channel that does spooky things, and I like to, if something crazy happens like this, I do like to mention it well, but I'm not a debunking channel, so I don't sit there and debunk things. I just like getting it out so people my intentions with this is I don't want people supporting this business with someone crazy like that. That was my whole intention. But I don't know anything other than that. I kind of agree with you with what you said, Carol, but I can't really go. Wendy, thank you. I don't sit here and debunk, ghost hunters and ghost adventures. I know there's some channels that do that. I don't do that. I'm like, yes, Elaine. Zach Bagans, he has double vision because of it. Because of that. Not, I have an issue with that. It's not that I don't believe that stuff can happen, because I believe that stuff can happen, but I kind of feel like he did wear glasses before the incident. Because there's a few episodes before that happened where he has glasses on. I'm assuming he wore contacts before then, so it's kind of, my thing is, because a lot of those, ghost hunting shows, I am a fan of him though. A lot of those ghost hunting shows, they do add stuff to, their shows. So my thing is, why not add the appeal that this happened to you because of this house to promote your movie so people will watch your movie, but then all I have to do is wear my glasses all the time. So, I mean, that's kind of where I've always questioned that. Not that I don't think like something evil could cause that to happen, or could, because I believe that they can drain your energy, they can make you sick, etc., etc. But that just kind of was like, it kind of made me think. Hug goes, I definitely felt my energy drained and felt woozy during both of my visits to the Conjuring. I dropped my pendulum in the driveway, had a feeling when I was 10 minutes away, drove back, found it in the dirt. Oh, wow. Oh, guys, I forgot. Skeleduck is somewhere in this background. So I'll give you a few more minutes to just remind me before I end the stream if I had not said anything yet, because I will forget. He is in this background somewhere. Just remind me. If I don't mention it, just remind me. See Skeleduck, and I'll be like, oh! Thank you, Elaine. I appreciate that. I know I get new people on here and they probably don't know what my channel is about. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a debunking channel for new people coming in. I don't debunk things. I just talk about what's going on. And as I find information, I let you guys know. But my main my main focus with this was I just don't want people supporting the business. Because I feel like regardless of what's going on with her, I feel like that's like as an owner of a business, you shouldn't act like that, period. You shouldn't say F-bombs on your Facebook page. Um you shouldn't be accusing people, allegedly accusing people of things or stuff like that. And I don't want I never had an intention, like I said, to go to it, and now I really don't want to. Emily goes, I just have a hard time with Zach because he went from haunted to everything being demonic and possession. Stay tuned. No one said were mentioned why Jason pushing into have to clarify. I don't know. I think Jason just jumped in because I don't know why. I see what you're trying to say. Stay tuned. I'm not sure why he decided to jump in. Maybe he's like, he just wants people to know, like, don't support this business. And this person needs help. But I don't know the reasonings. I don't. I'm not him, so I don't know. It's probably because his daughter used to, be associated with the Conjuring House. So maybe that's why. I don't know. Antone goes, this is random for me to say, but I didn't notice that you had squid. Oh, yeah, I do. I have all the little soldier guys. They're right there. And then I have a Funko Pop somewhere back there, too. And a bag, but you can't see the bag. The bag's hidden. Elaine goes, let me get my Zach glasses for the dunk cut. No, that's okay. Stay tuned. You're cool. Nothing right. Nothing wrong with what you said. The Mod Squad Network goes, I honestly wanted to check that place out. I love the movies, but this definitely makes me hesitant. I don't know what plus two, if she's there, like, would you really want to go with her there? Like like the way you've seen her, like, be unhinged? I don't. Oh, Hug, the Grayson report, it's actually here, I can change that. It's actually on my end. Because I do not have a Grayson report poster, but I probably should, but I don't have one. I can change it. It's just a icon, I guess you could say. The Mod Squad goes, definitely don't want to see her at this rate. It's probably needs new owners. Probably does, but I doubt she's gonna be stubborn. And I know someone in the chat had mentioned that she doesn't plan, she doesn't want to sell it or something like that. Elaine goes, it would be confrontational to go, I think. It would, because she has no employees, I think. The Mod Squad's asking, off topic, do you use Restream? No, I don't. I use StreamYard. I was using OBS, but my laptop, for some odd reason, was giving me issues with OBS for some odd reason. So I went. I noticed like this doesn't as much. I still get some issues, but it's usually because of a cable or something. Stay tuned, go. She needs a manager, not act like it's her playground. Exactly. She does. That way she doesn't make she doesn't, go on tirads and make, I'm sure she's going to delete that Facebook page, or not page, post eventually. But no, she does. I agree with you. Stay tuned. She really does. Cause she needs a middle person to like, no, what are you doing? Or to handle that stuff, and she handles other things. Stay tuned goes, there's a boycott out against the TCH. I have seen that. And that's what I'm hoping. That's why I'm telling you guys about it, because I'm hoping that people don't go there and support her. HUD goes, I agree, a PR person is needed at this point. Yes, she does. Yes. Someone to say, I'll write it, calm down, I'll do this. Don't make a douche out of yourself. Or she needs like an assist. She probably makes enough money. She needs an assistant or something. Stay tuned says it is to force out the business till she sells it. I hope. Good. She's making, like, she's like ruining it. Antoine goes, off topic, but have you seen the video of the Old Faithful in Yellowstone where the geyser had a minor eruption on the? I saw. I didn't see it fully, but I did see it. I saw like a steal of it. I didn't see the video though. The steal of it looked crazy. Emily's asking, have I seen the movie Longlegs yet? No, I have not. I'll probably wait for it to come on streaming. I'm sure it'll come on stream, because a lot of movies, it's like a month or two nowadays before it comes on streaming. So I'm pretty sure I'll watch it for sure when it comes on streaming. But I do want to see it. There, Nicolas Cage is in it, and it sounded pretty cool when I talked about it. Stay tuned goes, labor board will force her to pay them long as they can prove employment timeline. True. That's I also had said hopefully they have the receipts. They have the proof, hopefully, of some to show that they worked there. Hug goes, her douchebaggy ways need to be stopped. And Stay Tuned also added, and shut her down for at least a week. She just needs to be shut down, period. She's just going on like these weird, I don't know what's going on with her. Matthew goes, can't, because she didn't put him on the books. It's part of why he was paid. He says he was never onboarded, but maybe there's something he has that has said that she was going to onboard him, but she never onboarded him. I don't know. I'm just speculating, so I don't know if that's. But he's saying he was never onboarded, so I don't know. That's why I'm saying I'm hoping they have receipts to prove that she wasn't paying them to get justice, because I just want justice for people regardless, that too, and to get her out of there, because she's just She's no bueno. Stay tuned goes something with their third party system he wasn't put into properly. He did mention the system, but I don't remember what the name of it was. He did mention it. The program that she was using for payroll, but I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. The stills I saw of the Old Faithful look scary. All right, guys, I'm going to open it up to questions. If you guys have any questions, because I did see a lot of off-topic questions. I'm fine with that. I will open it up for questions. You guys can continue the topic, or you could talk, ask other things. I'm cool with that. Julius is asking, where's the duck? The duck is right there where my finger is. So technically he's in screen. You can see the top of his head. Actually, I was like this. The mic moved when I but if I bring the mic down, he's right there. He's right in between Dead Mouse and Gizmo. But I had it like that. Emily goes, damn duck. Tyranna goes, great spot. Stay tuned goes, if Cody and Satori could talk to spirits, why can't the the Conjuring House owner? True. Very true. Matthew goes, funny, my hand was pointing to him when I found him at the same time you pointed. Elaine goes, damn it, Zach. Your glasses didn't work. It's funny because Antoine mentioned Demon House. There's a lot of people that won't watch that film. I've seen, and then I go on there and they're like, oh my God, I don't want to watch that. Like, what if I get, and I was like, I've seen it like over 10 times. Nothing's happened to me. Emily goes, Spirit said dude was stealing though. True. She did, but she did say that, but how do we know she actually communicated with the spirit? And it was of the previous owner. I believe he was the second owner. John Arnold is his name, I believe. But that's why I was laughing, because I was like, true, because like she's all over the place. I don't know what's up or down with her. Hug goes, Amityville House is about 4 hours from the Conjuring House, 5 hours from Lizzie Borden House. Heather, whatever goes, Meghan Markle says she communicates, but no. Like, even with that, like, I do believe that people have a gift, but it's kind of hard nowadays to, it's, yeah. And yeah, true. Stay tuned. Neither of them have proof. True. That's what I'm saying. She says she communicated with the ghost, but I don't. I feel like she's just off her rocker because a lot of people don't just say that and fire somebody because a ghost said them, told them to. So to me, I don't think she communicated with a ghost. I think she's just, I don't know what it is, like some stress, she can't handle it, or something is getting to her and she's blowing up. So true. Like I don't think I don't think she is. So stay tuned. It's the devil made me do it case. That one was crazy. I was kind of I didn't know who to believe with that. Heather goes, Megan toys with Harry, says she talks to Diana. I mean, you can talk to a loved one. It doesn't necessarily mean you're actually talking to them, though. You know what I mean? I mean, some people do have a gift. Don't get me wrong, but I don't. Yeah, Megan, no. Emily goes, she's a liar trying to make more money off of the already televised shows and can't handle the traffic wanting to see it. That, yeah, I think it's just, it could be stress. It's because she's handling all of the stuff on her own. It looks like she's doing all the Facebook posts. So, I mean, like you can easily get someone, um, assistant even to do that stuff for you. She's well off, so I mean she could get someone to do that stuff for her to, but to each his own, I guess. Jennifer Marie goes, does that count as an admission to auditory hallucinations? Carol goes, can I get it's Grayson here, I'll put it in, I'll type it in there for you, Carol, my email. ah Yes, I did. Stay tuned. I did talk about that where Jason was accused of showing up at 4 a.m. when it was a booked party. Yes. And she had let the truck in and she's accusing the truck. Yes, I did speak about that. Stay tuned. I did spoke about that. Where she lets the party, she opened the gate for the truck and then she accused the truck, and she knows, she even says in the video that she posted on Facebook, I just talked to those people. But and she's accusing that truck of being Jason when she let the truck into the property. Yes, I did. Stay tuned. It was crazy. She needs help. Panda Bear goes, I watched it earlier and I was shocked on it. I was too. I was like, Tyrana goes, she definitely needs help. She does. Like I said, my main intention is I just want to get the story out. I want people to not support this business because I don't know how it's just the way she's acting. Like I don't want any part of it, and I'm hoping that every one of you or anyone watching does not want a part of it. So that is like my main intention, and hoping that she gets the help that she needs, or takes a sabbatical and woosahs and then comes back with a clearer mind. Because sometimes that's all you need. Stay tuned goes, I understand the situation's crazy, but think most of that should be handled behind doors, not pointing fingers who's crazy if she truly. Stay tuned. She's the one that's posting on the Facebook page, on the Conjuring House Facebook page. She's airing out, she's showing who she truly is. She's doing it herself. It's on the Conjuring House Facebook page. She deleted one of the posts, but the second post is still there. Well, she didn't delete it. She left the comment. She just put a different video on the first post. Carol, I got it. I will check it out. Matthew goes, yeah, she was the one that aired it out and cursing at people. She's the one that was acting that way. Leonor goes, sorry, I meant in my opinion, she is loca, needs to talk to people. I think it's just she probably just needs to step back and then, take a sabbatical, vacation, step back and take a break and then come back when your mind is clear. Because sometimes stress can do that to you. And don't let things get to you. And come back with a clear mind, focus, and get where she needs to go. It happens to the best of us. Panda Bear, she goes, she's the one that's posting on Facebook and she's acting like a 5-year-old who's giving a tantrum. Carol goes, not to speculate, but she could be a person who needs the drama to survive. Fortunately, there's some people like that. Heather Whatever goes, what happened to the big robbery in LA? I did hear about it, but I didn't really look into it, so I'm not sure. I mean, because the main in LA, the 15-year-old girl went missing, but they found her, so she was mostly in the news. I did see the robbery pop up, but I think they're still talking about her. But she was like the focus of the news because she was missing for a week, but they did find her, which is a good thing. So that has been pretty much what I've seen popping up on in the news lately. But I did see that. I did see it, but I didn't really read into it because it was hidden between all like the political posts that we all see. Nerd Report goes, I think her mom was arrested. I don't know. I didn't hear anything else about it, so I'm not sure what happened, but I was seeing a lot of comments about the mom, so I'm not sure what connection uh or what happened. But I'm just glad she's found and she's safe. Antoine goes, "Are you fascinated with everything, anything?" No, not really, but if something pops up and it ends up being if I see it all the time, then I will read about it, but I'm not really super like I don't like glue onto it, but if I do see it, I'll kind of like look what it is. But I'm not like super like glued to it. And I'm glad when anyone's found. And I know here in I don't know if they have it anywhere else, but SoCal, if someone goes missing, you get a text message. Um, that's fun, but I just like to hear if the person's found and if they're okay. And she was one of the lucky ones, which is good to hear. All right, guys, keep the questions coming. Thank you, Lisa Boo. I appreciate that. Antoine goes, "It makes me curious about something. Aren't there any cell towers installed in the mountains or valleys if someone goes missing?" You would think there would be. Um, I don't think the one that they just found, I don't think she had a cell phone on her. Because they followed her because of cameras on the houses, but I don't think she had a cell phone. But a lot of times they do look for the last cell signal when they're looking for someone. But the girl that went missing, I do not think she had a cell phone on her. Elaine, thank you for your super chat. Just because, hearts for Elaine, guys. Thank you, Elaine. Heather, whatever goes, thank you, Lisa, for highlighting a bad situation and sticking up for a beleaguered employee. Thank you, Heather, whatever. I appreciate that. Stay tuned goes, depends on how far out from interstate there are towers, but not sure placement. I don't think the towers are back to back either. Matthew goes, "Why does it say Nerd Report instead of Nerd Report for Lewis's channel? He needs to hire Xenu." All right, guys. Heather, whatever goes, does Bigfoot ever climb cell towers? Inquiring minds want to know. All right, guys, any last minute questions before I end this stream? So you don't see me like staring at the screen. Nerdaperko, send in that last minute support so Lisa can eat. Heather, whatever goes, I have to watch again. Funny how both the Conjuring House and the Halloween House, McCamey Manor, are both in the spotlight. The owner of the latter is on attempted murder charges and are charges against his girlfriend. I have not heard about that, but McCamey Manor. I have not heard about that one. Steve 2 goes, is baby Bigfoot a Bigfoot or a Littlefoot? I did not hear that one either. I may check that one out because I did not hear about that one. Heather, whatever. Thank you for your super chat. Thanks again. Hearts for Heather, whatever, guys. Stay tuned goes, I know that starts as a fetus. All right, guys, I am going to end the stream here. Thank you for joining me on this edition of Ghost Report, Grayson Report. I can't talk today. I apologize. I'll see you guys on the next one, which will be Saturday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be there, be squared. Stay spooky, guys, and sweet nightmares. Good night, guys. Thank you.